Well, here we are at the Customs Wharf in Port Louis, Mauritius, and we're about an hour and a half from the restart. It's Saturday the 25th, and this next passage is from here in Mauritius to Durban, South Africa, which should be one of the most difficult, if not dangerous, passages of the whole trip. So hoping for the best. Conditions look like they're going to be pretty good, and we'll just have to wait until we get to the south end of Madagascar to see what we get. So huge thanks to everybody who supports me and follows along, and hopefully we will see you on the other side.
M-A-L-K-I-N.
Salut, salut, Port Louis, 25 octobre, départ 16h, direction Durban. On est devant la douane. Je vais vous montrer sur la carte un peu ce que ça donne. Donc 1600 000, on part d'ici tout en haut, l'île Maurice, la Réunion, le courant est de Madagascar, les hauts fonds au sud de Madagascar jusqu'à 60 000, le canal de Mozambique avec les courants erratiques qui se renforcent en venant du nord en arrivant sur Durban ici. J'ai peut-être déjà dit, mais en tout 1600 000. Là on a la carte du vent, non, la carte des courants. Donc on voit bien, c'est un petit peu compliqué. Ça c'est l'arrivée sur Durban, mais j'ai remis un peu. Voilà, sud de Madagascar. Et puis là, on arrive sur Durban, on voit, ça tourne dans tous les sens. Ça peut être une partie de plaisir. Enfin, au niveau du vent, aujourd'hui, on est là, c'est pas mal. Demain, c'est pas mal. Lundi, ça mollit. Mardi, encore plus mou. Mercredi aussi. Jeudi, ça se renforce. On voit là, sud de Mada. Vendredi, on va bien se faire chauffer au sud de Madagascar. Après, c'est un peu loin. On verra bien. Tout ce qu'on espère, c'est pas avoir comme en fin de semaine. Ah ben, voilà ce qui se prépare ici. Un coup du sud-ouest. Mais bon, normalement, dans 15 jours, on devrait être arrivé. Voilà. Alors à plus. Et puis, on va essayer de donner des nouvelles. Ciao, ciao.
Hi everybody, yeah, Eric on Sunbear. We're just at Mauritius, or Port Louis now. I'm tied up against a old fishing boat. There's a pillar in the background. We've cleared customs now, so we're just waiting on the start. Now everybody's rafted up in various spots. There's Renault's boat over there. I'll give you a bit of a view of the port. There's a Coast Guard boat over here. A few tugboats. And that's the marina in the background. So that's Port Louis. And at the stern of Sunbear, a couple more boats that go out and bring in the ships. So yeah, we're all pretty much set. Sunbear's all prepared. That's the drogue there, the line for the drogue. So that's all ready to deploy with a bridle. I'm just charging up the outboard motor, the spare one, because we used a bit coming in. You can see my flags are all flying. Looking a bit sad. Lee cloths are on. Yeah, so there you go. So looking forward to the start. It's not that far away now, probably about 3 hours I suppose. So yeah, it's just really a waiting game. So all the best from Eric on Sunbear, and no doubt we'll be chatting somewhere along the way. So all the best to everybody, and thanks to my supporters, family and friends. So this is Eric on Sunbear.
We're just coming up to the 5-minute gun, and in the background
we should be able to see White Malkin.
MGR race fleet, MGR race fleet, and it's 10 minutes, 10 seconds to the 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's the 5-minute gun. The next gun will be 1 minute, and then there will be a 10-second countdown for the start of the race. The entrants are not allowed to have their engines on 10 minutes before the start and 10 minutes after the start of the race. In the background is White Malkin with the flags on, which is our start boat. I'm on board Coconut with Mark Sinclair, Jill Coomer, and Renault's sister, Maglia. We have 11 entrants in the race, and they come from 7 different countries. There's a tracker update on Friday 8 AM UTC that Don will do, and if he's available any other days, he will also do an update. The YB Races app can be downloaded, and everyone can follow the race.
Minute to go before the start. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is that the start? It looks like the race has started. We're now going to be able to keep our distance, obviously, from the entrance and just sort of see how everybody's going.
It's just about to start.
MGR race lead 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's the official start of the 2025 Leg 3 Mini Globe Race.
It's now 30 seconds to go.
Sorry, it looks like that was a false alarm. We're now going to go and see if we can pan over to some of the
10
yachts.
seconds to start.
In our vision, we can see Renault, number 28, and Immortal Game, Dan Turner. Following closely behind is Eric Marsh on Sunbear, number 79. Next we have Kerry Harris on number 47, neck and neck with Trekker, Don McIntyre's boat, 01 with Ayrton Pascades. On 98 we have Pilar Pasano, our female Spanish entrant, and closely behind we have Christian Sayer on the beautiful Christmas tree boat with his green sails and decorated.
There's 3 more coming. Bye-bye.
On the other side we have Skookum 157.
That's beautiful. It's amazing.
And now we have 170 Little Wren. Adam.
Okay. Okay, port control 160. I'll give a call. Yeah, let's call port control. This is Kaganat. Just say we're
Circulating.
the start of the race.
And we still have another couple of boats coming up.
We'll visit them in a bit.
Yeah. It could be BB to the left, Jasmine to the right and BB to the left. We're not quite sure from this angle. So Little Wren is busy getting a sail up there. Adam is doing a wonderful job supporting and raising funds for the Ella Foundation, which looks after young adults who have got cancer and making their life more comfortable for them. Now we're just going to do a pan and race up to the front of the boats.
Okay, I just say we're witnessing the start of the MGR race.
I'm going to try and get up to the front, the bow of Coconut, and see if I can get a better visual of the boats.
I'm going to come up to all these guys.
We're looking at Josh Carley on Skookum 157, and for those that don't know, Josh, he built the boat himself, and Don is most impressed because Josh spent so much time reading every blog that Don wrote about how to build a 580 boat, and he's done a wonderful job and incorporated all Don's ideas after Don had finished Trekker. He's also a mountaineer, and he's climbed mountains on 3 different continents. All our entrants have amazing histories. Not all have been sailors all their life. Some of them have, but not all. Looking in on Christian, the Christmas tree boat. Christian has wanted to do a circumnavigation all his life. He started sailing as a child. I'll see if I can get a little bit further closer to the other boats. We're just coming alongside Trekker with Ertan Pescadis, who this was Don's own boat, and Ertan has a very interesting background. He's twice been in the Golden Globe race, another of Don's races, and he because of the extreme isolation, he's relinquished his leads in those races, but he absolutely loves the mini globe race because it is a family and they all have Starlink, so he can keep in touch with all his family, his mother in Turkey, his wife in England, and he also manages to run his business from his boat while he's racing. I think Ertan's had the most sleep of anybody, and he doesn't push the boat too hard. It's more a pleasure sail for Ertan around the world. We can see Sunbear with Eric Marsh. Eric bought his boat in America. Eric is the oldest sailor in our race at 72. He's a terrific sailor. He's done Sydney Hobart races, Melbourne to Osaka yacht race. That's a very famous two-handed yacht race from Australia, and to Vanuatu, Melbourne to Vanuatu race. He decided at the last minute to join the race, so he bought a ready-built boat. Now on number 98 we have Pilar who's waving frantically at us. She hails from Catalonia in Spain. And Pilar said all she ever wanted to do from even being a young child was to sail around the world on her own. And she's done various Atlantic crossings and has got a marine history and just one of 2 females in our race. This is the mini globe race, is the inaugural race. It's the 3rd race that Don is involved with. He has the Golden Globe race, which is a race around the world non-stop with no assistance. Very similar to 50 years ago when Sir Robin Knox-Johnson actually won the race. I think it was for the Telegraph. I just have to double check that fact. The Ocean Globe race is a race that has between 8 and 12 crew on board, and they have stopovers in leaving from England, I think next time from Sablé d'Olonne, and they have stopovers in Cape Town, New Zealand, Punta del Este in Uruguay, and then over to England for the end of the race. And that had some famous sailors in it. One person in particular, Marie Tabelet, who comes from a very well-known French racing family. Eric Tabelet was a very famous sailor. So now we're just making our way. We can see the red spinnaker of 47. Which is Kerry Harris. Kerry is coming 3rd in the race, and Kerry was a captain in the Royal British Navy. He's a highly experienced sailor, and he's sailed in the Mediterranean, in the Caribbean, he's raced, and also in the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, and South China Sea. It was the one I was just trying to remember. So there we have, Immortal Game is number 2 in the race, and Kerry number 3 in the race. So they're both probably just having a chat together. And up front, who we'll come up to in a moment, is Renaud Stittelman, whose sister is on board with us today, and did a fantastic job of sailing down from Port Louis, Grand Bay Marina, down to Port Louis today. So we had a lovely sail down for a couple of hours. And not unexpected, Renaud is out there in the lead. He is number 28, comes from Switzerland, and Renaud is another one that sailed all his life. He actually sailed around with his parents for 8 years, a lot around the Caribbean, the Pacific, and to Papua New Guinea. It's interesting to note Renault is the first. He's won a couple of the other legs, and he was the first out half an hour before the start. He knows how to prepare exceptionally well for a yacht race. I'm just going to go back to Captain Coconut and just ask him what weather the entrance can expect for the next few days. I'll just put a pause on. Mark, I'm just coming to you so that you can just explain what you think will be the weather for the next few days. So,
the weather over the next few days. Well, we've got east-southeasterlies, typical trade wind conditions, and they're pretty fresh. And they'll continue to be pretty fresh, and I think they'll have a really great run over to the bottom of Madagascar. And of course, that's when the game starts, because the forecasts start to get a bit old, and the wind might actually come around and hit them for a while. So a great start in really beautiful conditions, typical trade winds. Once they get out of the lee here, though, it'll hot up a little bit, and the swell will increase. So they're going to be working hard. But a really great getaway here, and game on.
Great, thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is just do a quick run back through the whole fleet.
So I'm going to come around. So Renault will go down the other side. Yeah, I'm going to cross his stern.
So we have the number 1 and number 3 race leaders in the picture at the moment. We're just going behind the stern of Renault and next we have Immortal Game coming second in the race, and if you ever read the bio of Daniel Turner, you will know he's a mad keen adventurer who has always, I think one of his great adventures, 256 miles racing across the Sahara Desert. That's Pilar just going in fourth place. Next we have Trekker, so Ertan's got off to a great start. We have Christian from Germany with his Christmas tree boat that everybody absolutely loves, and he built it because he is a carpenter and a civil engineer. So inside is amazing, and you can see that on Don's website where he does interviews inside all the boats. We're just crossing over now to Sunbear where Eric is, and Eric has got a good start. As I've said, he's a great sailor in international waters and been very successful over the years. Completed, I think, a few Sydney Hobarts. It's not just one, it's more, more than one.
I will go up there in a minute.
Yeah. So we're just going to come up a little bit closer to Eric. This is a lovely close-up picture. Go Eric, all the best. Woo! Have a fantastic race. So the fleet is certainly spreading out now. Since we started, 20 minutes they've been racing, and it's really, the wind's picking up a little bit. We still have to go and catch up with another. Mauritius is. I think all the entrants have loved being up in Grand Bay. They've been very well looked after by Grand Bay Yacht Club, where they've been able to anchor out. There's been entertainment provided. We have Christian here. All the best, Christian, for a fantastic race. I'm pretty certain I can see Christian's mother watching this live. So, Rosswith, if you can hear me, he is looking fantastic. Both looking fantastic. And we wish him every success in the next leg to Durban. It's anticipated the sail to Durban may take about 11 to 14 days, depending on the weather. I'm trying to get Christian to blow you a kiss, Rossweed, but I don't think he's taking the bait. I think it was Renault, but I wasn't exactly on the line. We need to look at the YB races. So for those people that don't know about YB races, it's an app which is updated every 4 hours. You can type Mini Globe Race into the app and it will bring up all the boats. It will show you their position. It will show you what speed they're doing, how many miles they've covered in a day. So here we have Josh on Skookum. I'm not sure he knows we're right behind him. Yeah, we're getting a bit of a wave there. Josh's boat always looks like it was painted yesterday. He was explaining to Don the special paint that he used, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's never lost its sheen. He has a full cooker on board. A lot of the boats maybe, well, some of the boats just have a gimbal pot boil. I think there's only one of the boats that has a toilet. Am I right, Mark?
I think so.
I think there's only one. I'll just have to have a think. I know Animal has some wonderful concoction for his toilet seat, which he explained to me when I first met him in Portugal. And it looked far more comfortable than what some of them are doing. So we're just catching up now with another couple of the boats. So we've got BB with Jacob on 185. BB, and he sometimes calls it BB of Cork, Ireland. And when the boat heels over, you can see the shark's face. Now he's blowing kisses to everybody, so that's lovely. And then we've got Adam, our wonderful English guy from Yorkshire, who promotes the Ella Dawson Foundation, and he is raising an incredible amount of money. He also had a game where people could guess how much rope or lines he had on board. I think the final answer was 678. And one person, a female, guessed 675. So I'm not quite sure what she's won, but well done to her. And a great idea as a fundraiser. So I think, do we just have Jasmine still to... Is Jasmine over there at the back? Oh, now we're having a dance. That's lovely. That's Jacob. His life is one long, filled night of fun. Is this Jasmine over here?
I think so.
I think.
Number 2.
Yeah, I can't make out. We'll go and have a look if this is Jasmine. Jasmine, of course, the youngest person in the race. She's 26 years of age and already has 2 world records. When she was 21, in 2021, she rode solo across the Atlantic. Then in 2022, she swam the length of Britain from John O'Groats to Land's End, but I think from memory she did it the other way around, from Land's End to John O'Groats. And Jasmine bought the boat off a previous entrant who had done the transatlantic. We're getting a lovely wave from Jasmine. Speaking about the boats, they all have an electric engine on board. They're not allowed any diesel powered engines on board. The electric engines are around 3 horsepower, and they're really just necessary for when the boats are trying to come into a marina, and once they've crossed the finish line, and they're just then allowed to go into the marinas. So that's the last of our boats. I'm pretty certain we've covered everybody. And the best way to keep in touch now is to go to it will be on the MGR Facebook page. It'll be on, I think it's coming live onto my Facebook page. It was the only way I was able to do this. And also getting onto the tracker, the yellow bricks, and seeing where all the boats are up to. So we wish our sailors an amazing time, that they all stay safe, and fair winds to them all. So we might just say hip hip hooray, guys, to our little fleet that's set off. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hey, we're looking forward to seeing you in Durban.
Yes, yes. So Renault's sister and myself, we will be in Durban to welcome the fleet. And at this point, I just probably want to say to Captain Coconut and Jill, we wish you all the very best.
Yeah.
They have work to do on the boat in Durban. They're going to cruise and have a lovely lifestyle slowly down the coast to Cape Town. From Cape Town they'll go up to St. Helena, and is it the Azores straight from there, or Ascension, right, and then the Azores, and then Mark is going to be, and Jill hopefully, and myself, we want to be September the 6th in Sablé-d'Olonne to see the start of the Golden Globe race, which Don is busily planning for at the moment. And just to mention, Mark has been on that, on the 2018, was it, Mark?
And the 2022.
And the 2022.
And the 2023 OGR.
And the OGR. Yes, yes. What position did you come in the OGR, Mark and Jill? They finished. Yes, yes. I think they were a few months behind all the other boats.
The most important thing is to come first or last. Don't come in the middle. No fun.
Yeah. So with that, I'll sign off. I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to tell people. You can. Thank you, guys. And all the information about the entrance, about the boats, about their builds, it can all be found on the mini globe race. We also wish White Malkin and Mike Peckham fair winds and a great sail over and a safe sail to Durban. Over and out.
Right.
I have. So I wouldn't mind
Finish.
Hey everyone, Dan Tanner here on Immortal Game. Now just finished at the start line and we're off from Mauritius and heading to Durban. I was a little bit late to the start, but not too bad. It's second off behind Renault. He's just up here ahead of me. Kerry got the A3 up, so he's just passed me as well. But I'm pretty happy with my speed. I'm sort of just starting to come back on Kerry a bit now. The wind's picked up and it's quite tight now to carry the kites. I've got the full main and an A5 sail up. And we've also got just Pillar here directly behind me, which is pretty cool. And the rest of the fleet following pretty closely. So yeah, Mauritius behind me, and yeah, it's pretty cool place. Mauritius was had a really good time, but time to move on down to Durban in South Africa, and looking like the weather's going to be okay for a few days. So just got to try and keep the boat going as fast as possible. So yeah, here we go, going pretty well. Got me foot on the hydro vane, just trying to go as fast as possible here, and you know, keep these other guys on their toes, and obviously Pillar's going quick, so got to go pretty fast. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoy the trip of the mini globe race from Mauritius to Durban. Cheers.